Welcome back. This is your host, Matterfire, continuing on with another portion of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. We are about to enter the volcano. I've opened it up exactly where I left off, even up to the point of not healing. Do I need anything? Probably not. I'm just gonna jump in. Oh, I can see a new enemy right off the bat. Doesn't matter which way I go. Gonna have to deal with one. Hot wings! I wonder if he tastes good too. Been about a week since I turned the game on, so I'm kind of getting the feel for the controls again. Hey look, a ninja. And that's what he is, a ninja. Blow dart, huh? What kind of sprite change is that? Yeah, darn it. They have blind capabilities, or blindness capabilities. May as well heal that up. Alright. Yet another new enemy. He's a blue gargoyle of some sort. These guys are pretty strong. Avizard. Avizard. AV Izard. Something along those lines. Oh my. Even Ruben wasn't able to do it, one-shot him. Let's trade partners. Ah. Whatever gets the job done. Looks like there's some areas where I won't be able to climb back up if I fall down. There's something special up there. Potentially armor? What kind of counter touch do you guys have? Nothing thus far. It's a vampire. Kind of. Okay. Get all these new enemies out of the way right away, and I won't have to cut it later. Discuss it later on and cut more battles out, unless of course you all like the battles. Adamant Turtle. I wonder if he's weak against axes. He is. The genie-looking critter is called an Iflite. Kind of taking a guess on that. Let's try and freeze him. Oh, it's a spell, I bet. Maybe the spell of life? They are weak against fire, but it only does about 300 points of damage, which really isn't all that great anyway. So despite the fact that seeds are readily available, they kind of make it counterproductive because the enemies are more so weak against physical attacks than they are magic. But since we have individuals here, now I honestly don't know what the weaknesses of a lot of these guys are. I just mow through them with physical attacks. Fire does very little. I should have known that because he attacks with fire. So I will try Blizzard. Not weak against it, but he did die. Sure enough. Found life. Really haven't had a need for it overall. And just like you all seen before, even if I was to fall in battle, the battle just starts up again, as if nothing happened. Not really any reason to go up top. Some sort of gold bar? Not really sure. I mean, you can't really... Yeah, bombs can't interact with it. Axes can't interact with it. Claw, nothing. Strike fast. Get the little guys out of the way first, if possible. Awesome. And I'll scratch the if light out. Cool. That's the jump button. Don't use the jump button to open a box. This will be easy enough. Oh, he got a shot in on me. I didn't like that. Decided to scratch him up a little more so than normal. Alright, that cave entrance goes up yonder. I don't think there's anything else I need up there. Strong against a couple of objects, but the damage itself was enough to do him in. Oh, alright, I'll cure. Hot Wing has fire magic, so maybe he's weak against Blizzard attack. Oh, that was not nice. They have petrification capabilities, kind of like the Stony Roost. They're not weak against it, but great. They also have cure capabilities. So these Hot Wings are actually quite dangerous overall. That is a switch to open up that door over there. Now, the way to get to that door, or that switch and that door, is still left to be said. How much experience do I need? 7,000? Another 7 battles and I'll level up. That'll put me one short of Ruben. And I still don't know what these guys are weak against. They may not be weak against anything. But I do believe some bombs are in order. Good grief. I think Ruben was on the menu for being cooked. Well, they were hoping, but they didn't know I had bombs either. That's kind of an interesting thing I noticed was you get the immunity to silence spells really early on in the game, and the further you get into the game, the more so the enemies try to silence you. So it's kind of a waste of time on their part. Great. Petrification goes away by itself. I remember this room. Vaguely. Kind of a central hub. It's got multiple directions, or at the very least, it's multi-layered, so I gotta go everywhere in order to get where I need to go. Everything down here seems to have fire magic, which is to be expected. It is a volcano after all. We have ourselves a new enemy here. It's a green lizard of some sort. Salamand. Because Salamand is just enough to have a proper name. Salamander was too long. Oh my. Multi-strike poison attack. Weak against water attack. Awesome. And with the end of the battle, the poison has no effect. I'm always checking the experience as to how much I need. Short-term memory. Right. Uh-oh. That worked. Battle ran just a little bit longer than what I'd like it to have. And of all things, I was intending on showing y'all the stats when I first turned the game back on, but then I forgot about it again. Ruben's got 19 defense points, and then I've got 16, 26, 29 defense points. So, you know, based on armor, he still has a higher defense than I do. Maybe he's got a higher natural defense of some sort. And then his weapon is a Morningstar. It's got 162, which is the same as the Mega Grenade. Huh. I never bothered to pay attention to that.